Good evening, everyone. This is Liam here. This week on Paperboy, we are talking about dark thoughts and suicide. Kind of coincides with Spirit Day this week and um, being against bullying and whatnot. I know it's not a direct tie, but I find that with one kind of links up another when there's discrimination and prejudice and that sort of oppression comes these dark thoughts and suicidal thoughts and depression and a lot of mental issues. And so I'll be happy to go into a little bit of detail about some issues that I've had and situations, and also some ways that I have found to be beneficial for myself. In regards to dark thoughts and suicidal thoughts and the like, as far as I'd say elementary school, probably about mm, maybe like grade 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, around the time where I was starting to go through puberty, I started to have a lot of darker thoughts, a lot of negative feelings about myself, and I never felt like I fit in. I never felt like I fit in anywhere or could identify with anyone, so I felt very isolated within myself. I was shy but social, so I had a lot of friends around, but at the same time, I felt completely alone because I couldn't really talk to anyone about things. I felt like I was just different. At the time, relationships were very superficial, and it was more so because I really felt like I wanted to belong, and not so much that I felt like I did belong or that I could reach out to other people. So I struggled a lot of years by myself with a lot of dark feelings and thoughts about myself, and contemplated suicide, and never got to that point. I never took action, but it was always there, always in the back of my mind, kind of ringing in, and I would just get so down um, and kind of push myself deeper and deeper into this hole, feeling like I was just crumbling into it and not really knowing how to get out. As I got older, it was easier for me to find connections with people as I kind of opened up my eyes to different situations and different peoples and scenarios. Like when I left high school and started to learn a little bit more about the LGBT community and started to link up with people that were more along um, what I felt like inside. I felt more of a connection and less of those dark feelings. However, they were still there because, it took quite a while after that for me to get to the point of realizing that I am trans. Anyway, I feel like in the trans community, especially, I hear a lot about depression and suicide rates being high among trans youth. And I can understand that because going through a transition, and even now I do have my downs, and it very much so revolves around my dysphoria and personal feelings and about myself and that sort of thing. Um, and it's prevalent because it's almost it's hard to get past dealing with orienting yourself in life when you have no clue what's going on with your own self and within yourself, and you have this discrepancy between how you want to be, how you want to feel, because no one wants to feel down, no one wants to feel sad, but it's just something there because you feel this complete disconnect from yourself. And that's hard. And I find that the only way that you can really work through that is by talking to people, talking with someone, and having a support system, whether it be your partner, whether it be your friends, whether you seek help professionally, you go to your doctor, you find out some free counseling, access through maybe a school that you're going to, or if you talk to your doctor, maybe there's some free therapy, or a provincial covered therapy that you could access. There are resources out there, and helplines that you can call, and it is beneficial. For a long time, I worked or volunteered for a crisis hotline that was specifically LGBT, and dealt with a lot of people who were going through a lot of really dark things. And it is a lot to handle, and sometimes it just takes someone being able to vocalize all the things that are going on in their head to kind of make more sense of it, and to be able to be okay with your current situation and accept what's going on, and then to move on and to be able to formulate better conclusions on how to orient yourself, and to how to feel better, how to fix yourself in a way, how to move past these dark feelings and to get to a better place, because ultimately that's where everybody wants to be. You want to be good with yourself and to be able to live life to the fullest. Transitioning doesn't have to always be so hard. Within those hard spots, it's, for me anyway, beneficial to think about all the positives. Like, I'm moving forward and becoming the man I always knew that I was, and the man that I am. And even though I'm not completely there right now, I know I'm moving forward. And even if you haven't started hormones, even if you don't know really where you're going, as long as you take those steps, talking about things, formulating your thoughts, you know, if you want to gain more information about transitioning, reach out to people in the community, go on Facebook, ask questions. It doesn't have to be so scary. You're not alone. You're never alone. There's always people out there that can help you. So just remember that. And when it takes over, you have to realize that when you're in such a deep hole, you can't always see that things are going to be okay. It's really, really hard to do, and I totally understand that. So, you have to accept help when you need it. A lot of the times I feel like I'm a very proud person and I don't like to ask for help, but even in my toughest times, it's much better to reach out for that help, to access that, rather than to sit and suffer and put yourself in an even worse place than you are. Just to reiterate, if you're feeling these dark thoughts, please, please talk to someone. If you don't have anyone around that you can talk to personally, please call a hotline. There's so many around that are available for people in need. If you're on the brink, if you need someone to just bounce ideas off of, even, it doesn't even have to be about what you're going through. Just getting things off your chest, you'll feel so much lighter. And it'll be easier to get through things when you feel a little less alone. Okay, so that is it for this week. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And please take some time, whether or not you're going through anything, to take care of yourself, because self care is very, very important. Okay, have a great one. See you later.